Hi, welcome, and it's obvious that this is the cooking part, and I'm Nancy Griffin. And for those of you that have pushed the subscribe button on YouTube, thank you very much for subscribing. And what you'll do is you'll get a little email telling you about a new show. So today we're going to celebrate Christmas, the beginning of the Christmas series, before Christmas, so you'll know how to cook vegetarian Christmas. I got this ham, vegetarian ham, from a wonderful market on Brookhurst in Garden Grove, and I don't have the name of it, but they do have vegetarian meats, fishes, and what have you, and they're delicious. But I'm going to cut this particular, I'm going to show you what it looks like on camera if you happen to be in Garden Grove and know the Oriental restaurant. It's just past Westminster on the right-hand side for those of you that live in Orange County. Now I'm going to cut this in half because Sonia and I can't eat a whole ham ourselves, and we're going to show you how I put all the rest of the ingredients and put it in the oven and make it very easy on you. Most of you out there are working. You don't need to have a lot of extra work in the kitchen, so we're going to make it simple. So stay tuned and you'll see this ham cut in half with all the veggies wrapped around it. Welcome back. Okay, I've prepared some pineapple for this ham, this veggie ham, and I put it on the blender. So instead of trying to stick toothpicks in and hold pineapple there, it's going to pour over. I'm going to pour Bragg's amino acids on first.
So you took a can of pineapple and blended it?
Yes, orange, organic pineapple, and that's it. So I put some Bragg's amino acids on the bottom of this half of the ham. This is the other half of the ham that we sliced in half. I put it in Glad wrap or saran wrap, whatever you want to call it, cling film. Then I took all the air out and put foil around it. And then we have a baggie on it, so this way it will not get freezer burn. So I will put that in the freezer. We're back. Okay, I put the Bragg's amino acid on the underneath of this ham that I cut in half and put the other half of it in the freezer since I sealed it up so it wouldn't get freezer burn. This is the pineapple I put on the blender, and I'm going to put vegetables around this ham, carrots and yams. I'm putting the carrots and the yams on one side because they kind of run in the same sweet family. And the regular potatoes on this side. Now these are Yukon potatoes. They're my favorite. They're the sweetest. And I soaked them in salt water for over 2 hours. So it gets any toxins that are in the potatoes, gets it out. So let me cut this one more time. Too big a piece. There we go. Now the reason why I'm doing it this way, this is for a small family or one person that's cooking for themselves or two. And you can have this ham in salads or soups, this veggie ham, later on down the line.
The rosemary?
Oh, I'm not ready for that yet. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of olive oil over everything and some seasoning. A little tiny bit of extra light olive oil. You know I don't like the heavy stuff. And I'm going to put some garlic powder over these potatoes. And the roast. There's no salt in it, so. And the rosemary in the sink. All right. Now, isn't that pretty? No, I'm not going to put that. I'm put that on the roast, not on the sweet potatoes. I'm going to put some margarine on these yams. I use Earth Balance margarine. You can use, and I use canola margarine, and I use coconut margarine. I use it all. So it'll bake in its own sweet juices after I pour the pineapple on. The ham, it'll seep over into the carrots and into the yams.
Looks so festive.
It's supposed to. Yeah, let me take this rosemary away from the carrots and while I pour this pineapple over. See, it pours. Isn't that beautiful? We'll keep the rest of it for a smoothie. I'll put a little bit on the yams. Now I'll put this over the ham and over the potatoes. Now what I'm going to do, because there's several different ideas regarding foil, I'm going to put parchment paper over it, and then I'll put the foil over the parchment paper. So there's no toxins that are going to get to you. Let's put this there. Over this. Put this over. And there we go.
And approximately how long?
Now I'm up in the mountains, you guys. You know that. I'm up 6,000 feet, so I probably will bake this for an hour. You may have to bake it an hour and a half. It depends on where you live. And parchment paper is biting me. Depends on where you live. Just lift up the paper with nits, of course, and stick a fork in the potatoes and the yams and the carrots. And you can put onions in here, chopped up onions if you wish to. I didn't today. It's up to you. And hopefully this is a feast for your Christmas dinner. So I'll put this in the oven and stay tuned and you'll get to see the results in my time at probably an hour, and yours just a flash. Bye. We're back and I've got my mittens on, so I'm going to take the roast and veggies out of the oven.
The house smells divine.
It smells like Christmas. Okay, now I'm going to take this off, as you can see, and it's really cooked.
Oh God, that's beautiful.
And I'm going to put some agave over the top, like a honey-baked ham. Put a little bit over on the yams. And then I'm going to put it back in the oven for approximately a half an hour.
Open?
Yes, so it'll be crunchy. So the agave on there will form a crust. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, we're going to pull out the roast and the veggies. Okay, here we go.
Oh,
I wish you could smell this aroma. Can you see the steam?
oh,
Way we have Yukon potatoes, carrots, yams, and vegetarian ham with pineapple in the blender, poured over, and agave to make kind of a honey glaze, only made it with agave. I can have agave because it's okay for the blood sugar. And xylitol is good for the blood sugar. And I think there's a barley syrup that's okay for the blood sugar. So enjoy your Christmas feast. You haven't had to work too difficultly. It's easy, put it in there, put a little bit of olive oil, extra light olive oil, the vegetables in, put a little bit of rosemary on the top, and your pineapple with the agave, and bake it. That's all you have to do. And happy Christmas, or Merry Christmas. For our people, our audience in London, it's Happy Christmas, and for us Americans, it's Merry Christmas. God bless you all.